Okay guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. The same in the sense that we're doing a hair tutorial, but we're playing in blood. So I'm super excited. I'm going to film the intro really quickly because I have to get back to maturing. So I look crazy as always in quarantine, but at least I did my makeup today. I haven't put on any lashes, but we're playing in blonde today. So this one comes courtesy of Wigs. You guys know they are my folk, my people. I love them. I love their wigs and the quality. So this time around they sent me a 613. This time they sent me a 613 blonde lace wig. As you guys can see, she's nice, she's long, she's full. All the deets on this wig are in the description box, but I kind of just wanted to show you guys the before. I'm gonna go ahead and dye her off camera. As you guys can see, she's completely 613 blonde from root to tip. This is a look at the inside of the wig. This area here is the lace, and as you guys can see, it's all blonde. The cap is blonde, everything is blonde. It doesn't smell like bleached hair or anything crazy. It just smells like a normal wig would smell. So we are going the affordable route. I am going with my OG favorite. It's been so long since I have dyed a wig, but as you guys seen in the thumbnail, as well as the title, as well as here, we are going with dark ash blonde. I meant to get two regular ash blonde and two dark ash blonde, but I was moving so fast, and you guys know when you're in the store right now with these masks on that are mandatory to go into the stores, you kind of feel like you're going crazy a little bit. So I accidentally got only dark ash blonde, but I did get 4 boxes. I predict I'll probably use 3 generously, but I do have an extra just in case I need more. So here is a quick before clip. As you guys can see, it is nice. It is super duper long. It's nice and full. Sometimes when you get a blonde wig, it sometimes will feel a little bit sparse. Look at the root. It's not glueless, so we will have to either add an elastic band or bond it down really good. Either way, it's gonna look good, so trust the process. But I wanted to give you guys a quick before, and then from here we'll jump into the after.
Quick update, I ended up using all 4 boxes. I definitely applied the product very generous. I also pretty much used the instructions that is provided. I pretty much left it on for about 20-25 minutes. I rinsed it out very thoroughly. I used the Tangle Teaser brush you see in the sink as my way to make sure all of the dye was out, and then I used the conditioner provided in the box. Let it sit for about 5 minutes, and here we are with air dried hair. And now I'm gonna apply the wig, and as you guys can see, the lace is really nice and brown, so it's gonna look super good.
So we got the wig on. You guys can see it's a nice grayish, silverish color. I did leave this color on a little bit too long. I got a little bit distracted with the kids. So one thing that I love is that it is pre-plucked and it's done beautifully. Sometimes you get a blonde wig and it looks a little bit crazy. Now I'm going to do baby hair and I'm going to bond it down now. But what I will say is when you do baby hair with a blonde wig, it is a lot harder to see it. But it's almost like a step you cannot skip, in my opinion, because blonde is such an unnatural color that if you don't do the baby hair, it's like, where is it coming from? It doesn't make sense. I don't know, everybody's different, but I feel like I have to. Also, they gave you like a nice brown lace, so this is going to help it to blend. Let's go ahead and install, do baby hair, then I'll be back after that.
Bonding down the wig was super easy with this one. Sometimes, especially when the lace is a lot lighter, it is more transparent and you can pretty much see all the mistakes. In this case, it actually was pretty good. I think that the brown lace definitely helped to make this one mesh and blend with my complexion. My only gripe about this one is this little piece here. I can't describe, or I can't say exactly what it is, but it's almost like a hard ribbon. Now that I've been wearing the wig for quite a few days, I have shifted the wig, so this little strip piece that I'm holding down fits perfectly right behind the ear, and it makes the wig fit flat and flush. In this clip, I was trying to make it and force it to go in front of the ear, and that's not necessarily where it's meant. So if you keep it behind the ear where it's supposed to be, you won't be able to see it when you flip up your lace. The only thing about that is that you do lose the sideburn effect, but again, it makes the wig fit flat, and then it actually makes the wig fit a little bit more snug, which is optimal and pretty much what you would want. Also, when bonding down the wig, I did use a non-glue adhesive. It's pretty much a holding spray. I went ahead and applied it to the entire hairline, and then I kind of touched up any spots, especially the sideburns, and used my Dyson to go ahead and bond it down. This process is super simple, super quick, super easy, and usually this hold lasts me about 2 days. So yeah, as long as you wear your hair scarf at night and you protect your hair when you take a shower, 2 days is pretty much how long it'll last. Also, of course, you can use a regular glue and it would probably last all week. And then of course you can do the elastic band method and make it a glueless install. All of these are great options typically for day-to-day, especially while we're in quarantine. I would highly recommend just adding a elastic band and making it glueless. I'll definitely be sure to leave a tutorial on how I make all of my wigs glueless. That way you don't have to apply any bond, any glue, any gel, any sprays. You can literally just put it on and off. As always, baby hair is optional. If you do not want baby hair, just go ahead and brush the hair in the direction you want it to go. You can always add a little bit of hairspray. I love shapers, or a wax, or whatever you choose. Use your electric hot comb to go ahead and make it super flicky in the front, and you'll be good to go. For me, I think the baby hair adds a lot more personality, so in this case I really wasn't sure what I wanted as far as baby hair goes. So instead of just cutting it down to baby hair length right off the bat, I decided to just go ahead and play with it. And when I swooped it and found the right shape for me, I went in after the fact and cut it. And I think that's a good idea for a lot of us, because sometimes you really don't know how long or short to cut it. So you can go in and like form it and see what pieces hang off and then cut it, if that makes any sense. Also, I kind of feel like it wasn't swooping like perfectly how I wanted it to. So rather than get frustrated or spend way too much time on it, I kind of got the general situation together with forming the baby hair, forming the swoops, and then I went ahead and added a scarf and let it dry down. And then once it kind of dries and sets, it's so much easier to get it perfect. So kind of do it in 2 steps if the first step just isn't working in your favor. In this case, as I said before, it has this little white strip or ribbon piece right in front of the ear, which is really an eyesore. But like I said before, once you go ahead and push this behind the ear, it makes the wig fit so much better, and then of course you won't be able to see that as easily.
Okay, so this is where we are so far. I went ahead and did baby hair. I kind of like the way it laid, or I was able to apply it. The lace is really good and it blends with my skin fairly good. Obviously it's not perfect because you can see that, but once we add a little bit of a powder, it's going to look really good considering this color is not my complexion. I'm going to go ahead and opt for a center part. I just think it'll be the most complimentary for me. But because the sideburns or the sides, like from here to here, especially here, is imperfect, I kind of, like I said before, like it to be a little bit hairy. It just gives a better vibe. And then when you part it, you guys can see it blends fairly well. Like the lace is dark enough that I'll be able to finesse it and make it look really, really good. And you have to be careful with light colors like this. I kind of feel like it's easy for the same like powders and stuff. You guys know this is my favorite powder to use, but I am a little bit apprehensive. I kind of feel like on all my other wigs this is perfect, but on this wig it might come out a little bit too orange or too dark. So I'm going to take like a very, very, very light eyebrow brush or pencil brush and kind of just dab it in one little area just to spot test it and see what it's going to look like. Before we do that, I'm going to just go ahead and do a center part, kind of straighten it out a little bit, and then we'll do the parting and see how we can get it to blend with my complexion at the very end.
So I've been using this Dyson that my hubby got me for Christmas. I absolutely love the fact that it comes with so many different attachments. Aside from the regular blow dryer attachment, I really love the brush. It actually comes with 2 separate ones, and I love the fact that I'm able to blow out this hair. And as you'll see in just a moment, I did not use a flat iron at all in this process. The blow dryer did everything I needed it to do and more. Ironically, it's become a new trend for everyone to use a brush style blow dryer, so I'll have an affordable one linked in the description box. If you guys want, I'll definitely try an affordable one too, just to see if it gives the same results. But as you guys can see, this gives silk press vibes, and all I did was blow dry. way the hairline looks makes a huge difference in your install. It makes the difference of looking like you got your hair done by a professional versus looking like you did a DIY situation gone bad at home. For me, I used the shapers to kind of give a little bit of a hold. I gave the wax stick to pretty much cancel out any flyaways and make it look sleek. And then of course I used my electric hot comb to make it all work and come together.
Okay, so I took a little bit of this and I just kind of put it in the parting mainly. I also tried to put a little bit right here. Since I did not do any bang, or not bang, but baby hair right here, I wanted to make sure that it's concealed really nicely. Now, as far as the hair goes, you guys see we took this from 613 blonde to a nice dark ash blonde. You guys have seen me do this color over the years a couple of times, but I feel like it's been over a year, maybe even 2 years since I've done this color on this channel. So I kind of wanted to revisit it because I know a lot of you are new and you would have no idea that I've done this color before. This is my go-to when it comes to a brown girl blonde. It even looks better, or it looks even better if you go ahead and do it with a dark root. Sometimes a company will send me a wig and has a dark root already, and this is the perfect complementary look. There are also ways to darken the root yourself. I think this looks pretty good. It's just fun to be able to switch it up and do color. Now obviously this isn't a realistic color for my complexion. My hair probably would never grow out, or you won't find too many African Americans with blonde hair, let alone dark ash blonde hair. So, well, you will find plenty of dark African Americans with blonde hair, but the dark ash blonde color is not necessarily a realistic color. But you guys can see I'm able to push it behind my ear and finesse it to look really good. I definitely think the baby hair looks really good. I also like how the lace blends with my forehead really good. I would say it's not perfect, but considering I had to do minimal work, I am pretty impressed. And as you guys can see, it looks really good. Now this is not a color or a wig that I would wear every single day, but it's fun. We're in quarantine, everybody's at home. I would love to wear this one with a little bandeau around my head, maybe into braids, maybe back into a bun or something, or like one braid in the back, you know, just something fun to switch it up. Again, this one came from Eva Wig, and their packaging is the same as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. It'll help me out so much. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!